Hi students, today 9th standard geography unit 2 lithosphere 2 exogenetic process. Exogenetic process is the changes which happen outside of the earth crust. First lesson we saw about the endogenetic process, which means the inside of the earth crust what are the changes will happen that we saw. But here we are going to see about the exogenetic process, the changes what happen on the earth crust, above the earth crust. Okay, so the exogenetic process will be classified into two categories. One is weathering, another one is gradation. So first we are going to see about weathering. What is mean by weathering? The breaking down of a rock or a disintegration or a decomposition of the rock materials on the earth crust, that is called weathering. Okay, so weathering will be classified into three different types. Okay, it is not same as all the category, so it has three types. One is physical weathering, another one is chemical weathering, another one is biological weathering. First we will see about physical weathering. Physical weathering, what is meant by physical weathering? What are the changes that happen physically without changing the chemical component in the rock or a earth crust? Okay, that is called physical weathering. How this was happened? Because of the freezing, continuous freezing and thawing. Thawing means the rock, due to the deep freeze, the rock will be loosen, become loose, soft and become loose. So that because of that the physical changes will be happen. Okay, so because of that the cracks may be formed in the rock. So the rock will be make a cracks in that, and it so on some of the years if you take means it will change as a sand. Okay, you have learned in the 8th standard rock soil lesson how the soil was formed from the rock. That is also physical weathering. Okay, so in that physical weathering there are different types. Okay, that we will see here. Physical weathering, there are three types. One is exploitation, granular disintegration and block disintegration. Okay, first we will see about the exploitation. Exploitation, due to the alternate heat and cooling, some regions and all it will be too hot one time and then too cool sometimes. So due to that frequent heat and cooling, the rock, the rounded rock will become a crack, like a peeling of rock will be happen. What is peeling of rock? Means the onion you will peel it, it will come like a sheet, separately the sheet will be coming, that like that the peeling of rock will be happened in the exploitation. Okay, next was granular disintegration. Granular disintegration, what are the how this type of physical weathering will happen means in the crystalline rock. This weathering will be happen mostly in the crystalline rock. Okay, crystalline rocks, the grains will be having in the crystalline rocks the grains of the rock will be loosen and fall out due to the temperature and frost. Frost means snow will be covered by the rock. Okay, so due to the temperature, high temperature and the frost, this grains will become loose and fall out. Okay, then the rock, crystalline rock will be get a different shape. Okay, like hole, honey home, like that holes will become. That is called granular disintegration. Then third one is block disintegration. So how the block disintegration will happen? See, repeated expansion and construction of the day and night continuously, repeatedly the disintegration expansion will be happen. So due to that the stress in the joints, rock will be having 2-3 rocks will be jointly having, that joints will have stress. Due to that stress the two joint rock will be cracked and separated. Okay, that is called block disintegration. Okay, hope you all understood the physical weathering. Now we are moving to chemical weathering. So chemical weathering, what is meant by chemical weathering? Here disintegration and decomposition will take place due to the chemical reaction. Okay, first physical weathering there is no chemical reaction, but in that chemical weathering, the main content is chemical reaction will be taken place. Okay, so this type of weathering you can see in the hot and humid regions only. Due to the hot and humid regions, the rock components will be changed. That changes only we are going to see in this chemical weathering. There are 4 types of chemical weathering is there. One is oxidization, carbonization, solution and hydration. First we will see about oxidization. What happened when oxidization type of weathering? Here oxidization, the oxygen in the atmosphere we have oxygens, no, the oxygen will react with the iron. Okay, it change iron oxide. So oxygen react with iron, it create iron oxide. So the iron oxide present in that, rusting of iron, pressure of air and water creates the weakening of rock. So the rock will be weakened and it change its shape. That is called oxidization. Okay. So next was carbonization. Carbonization in chemical weathering means the water in the land react with the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, creates carbonic acid. So this is very important to form caves. We have more caves, no, that is because of this carbonization only. So carbonization is important for the formation of caves, especially in the limestone region. Okay, so when the carbonic acid, when the water react with carbon dioxide, it creates carbonic acid. So when the carbonic acid react with the carbonate rock, carbonate rocks will be having, that carbonate rock, it react with the carbonate acid, the rock disintegration will happen. That is called carbonization. Okay, so next was solution. So we saw about that more waters will be taking the minerals, rocks and all we learned, so that solution is a dissolution of rock substance, dissolution of rock substance in the water. Water when the passes through the rock, it dissolves some rock substance. Due to that, the loosening of rock will take place. Due to the rock substance loose, the rock will be loosening. So it creates the breaking of rock. That is called solution. Next was hydration. So here we saw the dissolution of the rock. Here what happened? The hydration, absorption of water. The water, sometime the rocks have some minerals, that will be absorb the water. So due to that, chemicals in the rock will enlarge in their size. So they enlarge in their size, the minerals of the rock will swell. Okay, due to that swell, development of rocks, development of the cracks will happen. Okay, so next we are going to see about the biological weathering. Hope you all understood the chemical weathering 4 types. Now we are going to see biological weathering. So here biological weathering, what is biological weathering? Due to the animals, worms, reptiles, like that, more animals and the human beings will create some changes in the earth surface. That is called biological weathering. First we will see about the penetration. Penetration is nothing but due to the presence of the plant, animal and the human beings activity, some changes will be happen in the land surface. That is called penetration. Expansion of root. How the plants will be changing the rock material or earth surface. The roots which is under the earth, which is in the crust, under the crust, will develop more thick roots will be crack the land also. So that is called expansion of root over here. And then earthworms. Earthworms will be slowly digging the land surface. Due to that digging, some water will go inside, so that the chemical reaction will be taken place. So that is one of the reason of earthworms. And human activities also, we will also dig something for any purpose. We will dig the land, and for a lower land we will build a home, means we will put more sand and we will just leveling the land. That is also come here weathering. Okay, so due to the, what is biological weathering? Due to the penetration, expansion of root, earthworm and human activities, due to that the land will be, the earth surface will be having some changes. That is called biological weathering. So hope you all understood the weathering well. Now we are moving to the second topic, gradation. Exogenetic process, second topic, gradation. So here what is meant by gradation first? The leveling of the land surface. Okay, the leveling of the land surface due to the natural agent. We are not putting any changes, naturally it has been changed, that is called gradation. Okay, so first gradation is equal to erosion, transportation and deposition. This is called gradation. So what is the erosion? Sometime the water or a wind, okay, or a glaciers will erode some parts of a rock or a earth surface, that is called erosional action. And transportation, so when the river from originated, it comes from a long way, no, that is called from there to here, it is transport some minerals or some rock particles, some soils, this is called transportation. And then deposition, at last these type of minerals and then soils and then rock pieces will be deposited in one place, that is called deposition. Okay, so these all three difference will be called as gradation. And then gradation is two types, one is aggradation, another one is degradation. So aggradation means, I said no, depositional action will be taken place. So due to that the building of land will be happen, one rock will be deposited with the more sand and it will become a big stone. So that is called aggradation. Degradation means eroding. So the rock will be eroded due to the continuous sea waves will be hitting in the rock will be eroded. That is one example for the degradation. So first now we are going to see about the agents of gradation. Agents, what are the agents that gradation have? First is running water, very important thing for the gradation. Okay, it's the most important and familiar one for the gradation take place. River originated in the mountain, in a mountain or a hill station or a springs, anywhere from the higher level of course, and then it reaches to the tributaries, its source of water will be having. So from the river it gets more tributaries will be joined, more rivers will be joined and lakes will be filled, that is called source of water, source of rivers over here. So these are the running water agents of the gradation. And in that the source of water, okay, in that source means where the mountains will be, where the river will be originated in the mountain or a hill, that place is called source. And then where it reaches the river end up with the sea, no, that part is called mouth. Okay, so hope you all understood today's section. Thank you students.